We're here with Stand True and Priests for Life in Chicago, Illinois, in the snow and the cold. We're here at the March for Life Chicago, which is coming down the street right now. Pretty cold and snowy and wet here, but thousands of people standing up for life, standing up for the protection of all innocent human life. So the march is just heading down Michigan Avenue here, about to get close to the end spot there at the hotel. Got a chance to talk to Pat McCaskey, the owner of the Chicago Bears today, tell him about leaving the Packers and becoming a Bears fan and thanking him for standing for life. Talked to Representative U.S. Congressman Dan Lipinski, a Democrat who's pro-life and calling for the end of Roe versus Wade. Thanked him for what he's doing. I'll post some pictures later. But we're just excited to be standing here for life and getting ready for the big March for Life in Washington, D.C., and then the Walk for Life in San Francisco. But here comes the march down Michigan Avenue here in Chicago. Doesn't matter how cold or wet it is, we're out here standing for life, standing for what's right. So I'll be turning the camera around. There was a big counter protest on the other side, but police kept them separate. So I'm going to turn the camera around and give you guys a view as the walk comes by here. Here we go. Again, the March for Life, Chicago, Illinois. You can see downtown Chicago here going down Michigan Avenue. Police and the Knights of Columbus out in front, and then the banner and the march. You see the yellow umbrellas. It's amazing. Doesn't matter what the weather is, people out here standing up for life, being a witness, calling for the ending to the killing of innocent baby boys and girls. Here comes the front of the march. What a great sight, seeing everybody marching for life here in Chicago. I'm going to be heading down to the end of my booth and hanging out, meeting everybody. We're excited about this. So, hey, if you couldn't make it here, try to come to Washington, D.C. on the 24th or the 22nd through the 24th for the March for Life in D.C. or the Walk for Life West Coast on the 25th. Hopefully see people out there. Again, we're here in Chicago at the March for Life. Bryan Kemper here with Stand True and Priests for Life, heading down towards the end of the march. We have a convention going on, our booth there. But it's just exciting to see people standing up for life at all times. So God bless you guys. Thank you very much. And just continue to pray for an end to the abortion holocaust. Thank you. Hey guys, Bryan Kemper with Priests for Life and Stand True here. I'm here with Jessica and Abby. Now, this summer in Washington, D.C., as part of the Survivors Pro-Life Training Camp in Washington, D.C., one of the events, we were doing some street witnessing outside the White House, talking to people about pro-life with a display and such. And there was a group that was part of a conservative event there in D.C. that came by and saw one of our people or a couple of our people talking to people about pro-life, and I met these two young ladies right here who decided they wanted to come up and talk, and I kind of backed off and let them talk as they were talking about pro-life. And now they came out to the March for Life Chicago, their first ever pro-life event. So Jessica, Abby, what did you think? Obviously very cold here today in Chicago, but what did you think about your very first ever pro-life event?
There's so much love and energy here, and everybody just stands for the same thing, and everyone's united.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing for me. Everyone was so into it and energized here, so that was awesome to see. So.
Okay, so obviously we're over 40 years into this Holocaust. So many thousands of babies die every day in America. and so many more over the world. And I think this generation realizes that this is the generation that must end Roe versus Wade. This is the generation that must turn things around in this country. Now tell your names and how old you are. Your first name and how old you are.
I'm Jessica, I'm 17.
I'm Abby, I'm 17.
Why would you be willing to drive an hour away to stand in freezing cold weather and walk for something like this?
I think because this is so important. It's so important to have the word out there that this is a genocide of an entire generation of people. This is literally killing of innocent, vulnerable children. So I think it's really important that we are out here demonstrating and so everyone else can see it too.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally just like slavery. We've just switched the victim to a more vulnerable victim, and it needs to end.
You know, I've been involved in pro-life for about 30 years. I'm an old man now. But I've always said that this is the generation that will abolish abortion. And when I first started going to the main March for Life in Washington, D.C., it was about 70% older people, and now it's about 70 to 80% young people. And I do believe that this is the generation that will abolish abortion. So I just wanted to thank you guys for coming out. I'm going to be giving you some free pro-life t-shirts and stuff, stocking you up on some books to read. But if you could speak to other young people of your generation just for a minute to plead with them to get involved, what would you say?
Learn the facts. Just look up what's really going on. Don't listen to headlines. Don't listen to your friends. Look what's really happening, and you'll never be for abortion again.
Yeah, and I would say just like know your place. Know that you have to know that this is taking of innocent life, and this is not. It's not fair. There could be a lot more people here today if it wasn't for abortion, and I don't think it's fair that we have people in Washington making decisions that are just anti-human and anti-woman. So.
You know, I've often said, I talk to so many people and they go, well, that's just, I'm not called to stand up for life. I'm not called to stand up for life. And, you know, I think about what the Bible says, that we are to love our neighbor as ourselves. Our neighbor is not just the person that lives next door or down the street. Our neighbor is our fellow human person. And I think one of the best examples is the parable of the Good Samaritan. You have the priest and the rabbi who walked by and saw the man in the ditch laying there, but they were called to something else, so they just left him there. But the Samaritan walked up and realized he was called to love his neighbor as himself, and he reached down and he loved his neighbor. And I think that when we think about the fact that thousands of babies are dying every single day, that's just like that person in the ditch. We are all called to love our neighbors as ourselves. So anyway, I'm here. We're going to sign off here in a second. I wanted to thank you guys for coming out. I'm going to hook you guys up with some free stuff. And I know that's not why you're here. But, you know, listen, if you're watching this, share this with your friends. Share this on your Facebook page. Share this video. Ask your friends to get involved. January 24th is the March for Life in Washington, D.C. There'll be events going from the 22nd through the 24th. So if you can make it out to Washington, D.C. for the National March, I'll be doing the March for Life Youth Rally the day before, speaking and emceeing. We have Charlotte Pence, Mike Pence's daughter, will be speaking there. And then I'll be flying the next day out to San Francisco for the Walk for Life San Francisco. If you're on the West Coast, head up there for that. Check out our website, standtrue.com or priestforlife.org. Find out how you can get involved. Tell you what, if you watch this video right now, if you're watching this video and you want a book, a pro-life book to read, to learn about it, go ahead and email info@priestforlife.org. Mention you watch Bryan's video from the March for Life Chicago. We're going to send you a free book just for telling us you watched this video. We want to help get you educated and equipped and activate you to be a part of the pro-life generation. So God bless, guys. Remember, share this video with your friends. Email us, info@priestforlife.org. We'll go ahead and send you a free book and some literature, help you get involved. If you know any young people that want to get involved, send them to our website, standtrue.com or priestforlife.org. Signing off from the March for Life Chicago, I'm Bryan with Abby and Jessica, and we appreciate you guys watching.